Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Linden. Good evening, Mr. Effort. Okay, before I leading this conversation in the video, I will introduce myself first. My name is Ramariana. I am a student of Unsia, University Cyber Asia, and my name is 250301010004. So I actually today will interview my best friends in college. Mr. Linden, please let introduce yourself first.
Well, thank you for having me tonight. My name is Lyndon, and I'm currently work in an airline. And same as you, I also enrolled in University Cyber Asia, and we are actually in the same class for English. So yeah, we already knew each other, and we already knew each other for quite some times for now. And feel free to interview me with all of your questions. Thank you.
Okay, so that was very good introduction.
Thank you.
So I have a question actually, but let's the first one.
Okay.
Okay. First, we already know where your work from is
Mm.
airplane, but what your current position as?
Mm. Well, my current position now is as a ticketing staff. I actually moved from my old company to a new one because they offer me like better benefits. They offer me like a better bonus. They paid for my extension. They paid for my overtime, and they also give me commission for every ticket that I sell. So my current position now is ticketing staff at Transnusa Aviation. It's like a it's like a growing aviation company, or it's a growing airline company for now. I think that's it.
I'm happy for you for that. So you have a different job, a new job, but also have a very good new one.
Yep.
That was so good.
Yes, that's
I
fun.
hope I can
That's
have the
fantastic.
new one like you too.
Okay.
So number two is actually really quite useful question. What purpose of your job?
Well, purpose of the purpose of my job, or my main purpose of the job, is to serve a passenger if they want to buy a ticket, to accept payment for their excess baggage if they bring more than they allowed to, and to collect like a service fees. For example, if you want to buy a meal for your flight, if you want to buy extra services for your flight, which we charges you. So I handled all that. And sometimes when someone missed their flight, they also come to me and ask for help. Like they, what is it? That I need to reschedule their ticket, and I also do some refund of the ticket.
Oh, so it was actually really very very quite interesting job just to do. And actually, my fourth question is about that. So I think I'm gonna skip this one. It was
Okay.
what just do you do every day. So let's go to number four.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We also know that we have the best thing and the least thing in the job that we have right now. So number four is what best thing you can find in your job, and number five is what the least favorite thing in your job.
Well, you need to make a. I need to make a closure, or I need to make a statement first, because as
Okay,
I
okay,
said,
okay. I'm
this
sorry
is
if
my.
it's too personally or not.
No, no, no,
If you
no. I
think it
mean,
was too personal, it's
this
okay. Do
this
not
wasn't
answer.
this wasn't like a personal question, but the problem is I'm new to this company. I only joined them recently
Oh yeah.
because I quit my
Mhm.
previous job because of the it's actually half of rage quitting, but I'm not proud of it. So the best thing about my current job is I only need to do what my guideline told me to do. So for example, I only need to do what they already stated in the guideline. I don't have to do extra works because that wasn't my responsibility, or that wasn't my part, or that wasn't my chunk of what is it? That wasn't my chunk of work to do. So I only need to stay within my line. I don't have to do extra works, and I have a lot of free times because it's actually less crowded or less hectic than my previous job. And the least favorite thing about my new job, I used to do like 9 to 5 job before, and for now I have to do shifting. I need to be at the airport around 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then I need to be here around 3 p.m., like 4 p.m., and God know when I will reach home by the time I get back home. So just the shifting one is the least favorite, but overall it's really great.
Okay, so it was very cultural shock from shifting, right?
Yep.
So I get that. For my previous Ankara, there was some different
Mhm.
kind of job. So
Mhm.
number six is actually really interesting because do you find your job overall quite interesting and you love to do your job? But I know that your answer is gonna be because it was new and I think it was better than the previous one. It's gonna be good.
Okay.
So before we take another question, let's number seven. Okay.
No, no, I would like to answer the
Did
number
this your?
six.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Of course, I will. Like, I would love first. Yeah.
I mean, I used to work for like the main or the front line of this industry, but they moved me to the back line or to the back office. So
Um,
the thing about I find it interesting in the front line because I get to meet a lot of people. I get to meet I get to meet with a lot of amazing people. I get to meet with a lot of passengers, and we do interact. And since I live in Bali, as you know, and we had a lot of foreigners here, so it really helped me to. It really helped and challenged me at the same time, especially with the Australians, to like
yeah.
to enhance or to improve my English by every day. Because I need to interact with English every day. We had a lot of foreigners, passengers here, so that's the most interesting part of my job. I get to meet a lot of people here.
Okay. That was very interesting
Yep, it
answer,
is.
of course. Yeah, let's do the number seven. It was very my favorite things, but if you think you find it was very personal, you can skip it.
Mhm.
So, did this job is your dream job,
Mhm.
or did you had any other job that you wanted to do?
Okay, so let me be clear. This is not my dream job. I'm being
Okay.
honest because hold on, sorry. Um, I'm being honest with you. This is not my dream job. My dream job is actually to work abroad. I have a best friend in Australia. He lives. Yes. Stop with that smoke, please. I have a best friend in Australia. He ca- he came or he comes from Gold Coast, but currently live in Sydney. And we have like a future plan together, like as being friends. So my my dream job is actually to be an accountant, like a normal accountant, but it's like a public accountant, so I can still meet with a lot of people and doing current what my what I really love to do the most, English and accounting. So that is my dream job, being a public accountant in Sydney.
Okay, it was quite interesting. Your
Mhm.
answering the question, your
Mhm.
best friends, but I think it's not best for you.
Mhm.
Hers.
I mean,
My last question is
you are breaking. I mean, your connection wasn't really good at some point. Can you please repeat the last one?
yeah. I mean, it was really interesting that your answer the first. My second question is for your best friend first,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that was really good, interesting planning to do. So I happy for you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last question is probably uh, you already answered because the last question I said that if you want to change your job, what you want to do. So yeah, it's probably all of the questions.
Mm-hmm.
So by far, you're answering very good. Your answer was very interesting and make me awake. Um, and probably the best thing is the last part. I think it's because it was really have a good planning for the future,
Yep.
and I
Thank you.
also really hope that it was work out for you too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Effort, for the all of it. Do you want to say anything before we closing this interview?
Well, regarding the last question that you won't ask me about what can I change about my current job, I actually
Okay.
I actually cannot answer that now because I mean I recently joined this new company, but
Yes.
based on what I have I told you that I had like 12 years of experience in the aviation or service industry before?
No, you don't. Please tell me this.
Well,
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
12 years of experience with the aviation industry, and what I'm seeing or what I saw about this industry is there are a lot of bureaucracy in here. It's not a bureaucracy. It's not a bureaucracy anymore. I can call it
Uh,
bureaucrazy because because it's actually really crazy. And I hope by the time I mean in the future with the newer generation, millennials, Gen Z, and Gen A, they can change that kind of bureaucracy and bureaucracy and like to make it
yes,
less
yes.
headache, to make it less what's the word for it? Help me, like to make it less pain in the arse,
Crowded.
perhaps. Sorry, I swear,
Crowded.
but sorry that I swear, but it's really, really is pain in the arse. So I guess yeah, that's what I really want to see to change because I don't think that I can change it. I'm start aging right now. I'm over 30, so I will leave it to like the newer generation to break that kind of a
What do you mean? You're still young.
I
You're
mean,
still young. You can do it.
I mean, like, I will leave it to Gen Z and Gen A to, like, change how the bureaucracy ruin the aviation industry. But the thing that I really want to change in the aviation industry is the bureaucracy.
Yeah, I was really love this question because I have the same problem with you too because
Hmm.
burgers in every aspect in Indonesia it was crazy.
I
My
mean,
friends that uh
like bureaucracy is a tool to prevent someone to abuse the system. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying bureaucracy, not bureaucracy anymore. It's actually a really good tool to prevent someone to abuse their power, but at the same time, bureaucracy is also a tool to like to limit your creativity in something. So I believe that need to be lessened up, not to be entirely disappear in one day. No, we still need that to like to control everything, but the what is it? The amount of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like overthinker. The
Yes,
bureaucracy overthink
yes.
anything. Yeah. So okay, is this any any word or no?
Let's just say I hope we both get A for this assignment.
Of course, Mr. Jeffrey. That was very, very number one hope for us from us. Okay.
All right. Thank you for having me
Okay.
tonight.
Thank you very much for Mr. Linden. With every answer that really good and for the last one, the word that really, really I also can have it. So thank you very much, Mr. Linden and
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Effort. I hope we can both have A. So good so good night.
Good night.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Ramariana and I am from Asia Cyber University with NIM 250301010004 and I'm in class Accountancy and Finance and now I will submit this video for my English examination final semester with the presentation. The title is Jobs and Responsibilities. So the reason I chose this material and topic is because it's really related to home. It's really related to me as someone that really passionate in my job. Of course, I feel like this topic is rich of experiences, rich of your of practical experiences. Then I feel like if we bring this topic to the interview, it will it will give you insight how the theoretical material applied in a very real world as jobs and responsibilities. So let me introduce you to the features of interview. The interviewer is myself. My name is Rana Mariana. I currently a student of Asia Cyber University in Mayor Accounting with NIM 250301010004. So next is the feature of interview is the shortest person. It's actually my friends. His name is Mr. Linden, Septian Linden Bangun Harahap. She also my college in the Unsia University, and she currently just got a new job and work for the aviation company as ticketing staff. So I choose to introduce my best friends to interview him to accompany me in this video. So let's continue to the background question. The search person, Septian Linden, is currently a ticketing staff in the new aviation company that he worked to. He actually new to this company. The reason he moved from the old company because this new company offered better benefit, bonus, paid his extension, and offer commission for every ticket that he sold. And the daily task and the main job of his position is to serve the passenger, like to set them a ticket, to sell them a ticket, to give them a service treat, meal, or more extra space for their luggage, and do some schedule and refund, and also another services that he could give to the passenger. The next question is what your favorite things about your job and what's your least favorite things about your job. So Mr. Linden is a very new disclaimer to this job. So it's kind of like not really deep into this topic, but he answered anyway with a very good great answer. So the first, what his favorite things about this job right now. So the previous job, the job desk of the previous job is kind of extra, and also even though he doing the job desk, all of the job desk, he still get extra job to do. And in this job he currently have, the job is really transparent to him. The job desk, I mean, it was really transparent to him, so he don't do any extra job at all. But the least thing he favorite about his job is the previous job is a 9 to 5 job daily, so it was rotating. But the currently job that Mr. Linden has is shifting, so he has to adaptation to the timing of the working. The next question is, did Mr. Linden find this job interesting? Well, yes, he was really interesting for this job because he is extroverted, and this job is frontliner, so he feel like it was his job. He like to meet and greet other people. He like to chit chat. He like to services the people, and also he live in Bali. So obviously in Bali there are so many foreigner passenger that he can talk with, who can learn, who can improve his English every day. So this topic is really interesting. The question is, if you can change something in your industry, in your job, what it would be? So he said the bureaucracy. The reason is the aviation industry has so many regulations that are sometimes really, feel overly strict. The bureaucracy in this sector can be suffocating at times, and while safety measurement is a really important things to apply in the regulations, but the current system feels excessive and then needs to be reviewed soon. The regulations should be adjusted so that prevention remains effective without being too restrictive. So he said that bureaucracy is very suffocating for him in this aviation world. The regulation could be more or less suffocating, even though the prevention to the regulation is really important, but it has to be studied and more efficient. So if anything, one thing he wants to change is the bureaucracy or the regulation. Obviously, he wanted to change it more flexible and less suffocating to everyone to get the effect. So the next session is personal opinion and conclusion. So we have a very interesting fact with Mr. Linden. Mr. Linden is very new to this job. Even though he was very new, I think it was really brave decision for him, remembering he was 12 years in the previous company, and now he was brave enough to get some decision to leave that company. So the next thing is some good example. For me, even though he was really long 12 years in the industry, Actually, he loved and he wanted to be a content. It was really surprising, even though he was more into the aviation world, but he still have something that he could be dream about. And then the next is interesting opinion. The interesting opinion about Mr. Linden is about the change, about what he can change or what he want to change if he have power to change about his job. And he said he want to change the bureaucracy. It was really rare to someone think about deeply about his job. Probably because he have 12 years experience about his job, and I think the regulation and bureaucracy is really important thing in the world of a job, but he also still have an opinion about it, and he brave enough to say it in this interview. So I feel like it was a really good thing to share with you guys. So the last material come to conclusion. Mr. Linden is a ticketing staff in a new aviation company. He is new to his job. He loved this new job because give more benefit. He loved this job because he can practice his public speaking, especially English, since so many foreigner passenger come to his aviation company. Even though he loves his job, his dream job is actually an accountant. And if he can change something about his job, it's definitely the strict regulation. That's probably all I can tell to you guys. I hope this presentation give you some benefit for us and give positive feedback. Thank you for listening and see you.